Hello, everybody. So today I have my special guest, Miss Cindy. Hi, Cindy.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I miss you.
We miss you as well. So, Miss Cindy, where do you volunteer?
I'm in the beach house, which is third, fourth, and fifth grade, and I love
And they love you.
it.
How long have you been volunteering?
Well, I was trying to think about that, and time gets away from you, I guess, but I'm guessing like a year and a half.
Yeah, I would say probably a year and a half, maybe closer to 2 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you enjoy most about volunteering?
Well, I I love all the activities that go on in the classroom. I love the lessons. I love the games. But I but what I love is that you tell the story and then you give us questions and we get to sit down with the students
Mhm.
and talk about it. It makes them be able to take a lesson
Mhm.
and apply it to their lives. And I am blessed to be able to have the fourth grade girls. And they are so interesting to listen to talk to. It's just really great. And I really like sharing like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I love small group time. All
Yes.
right, Miss Cindy, what is something fun you are doing at home now?
Okay. A neighbor of ours has a lot of what they call, this is one of them, it's a milkweed plant.
Ooh.
And she has a lot of butterflies that are going through the butterfly cycle. So
Mhm.
what happens is there are butterfly eggs, and then after the eggs, there are these little caterpillars.
Mhm.
And the caterpillars are on these leaves of this milkweed plant and they eat the leaves. And the caterpillars grow bigger and bigger to maybe about that big.
Mhm.
And they make a cocoon and they stay in the cocoon. And I know you're not going to be able to see it, but we actually have in here, we have this little container, we
Uh-huh.
have a little cocoon in here,
Fun.
and it stays in there for a long time, and eventually what happens is the cocoon, it's green now, but it
Mhm.
changes like almost translucent, which means you can see through it
Mhm.
and you can begin to see the wings of a butterfly. And it is just so fascinating to watch. And eventually, when it's time for the butterfly to come out, and the cocoon is very small, it
Mhm.
breaks open that cocoon, and there's a beautiful butterfly that comes out. And we have actually seen a butterfly. Now, the butterflies, their wings are wet and they're very tired from breaking out of the cocoon,
Mhm.
but and they just sit there for a while and get
Yeah.
their wings dry and flap their wings, and then they fly away.
Yeah.
And then it goes through the process again. So that's all new to me, and it's a miracle. It's just wonderful to watch it.
So you're growing and helping butterflies
Yeah,
grow.
yeah. It's
That is
it's it's great.
that
It's
is
great.
so cool. So
Yeah.
such a productive thing to do.
Well, it's nice to see new life. Nice to see change, and yeah, that's new. We've never done it before.
Very fun. So, okay, my next question is, what is something you've done recently for the first time?
Okay. My mother lives in the city of Orange, and
Mhm.
last Friday, April 10th, she was 100 years old. So it was a really big event,
Mhm.
and we had planned for months as to, the family flying out and having a party for her, just celebrating her being 100 years old. And then that didn't happen. It couldn't happen. And so, like all of you are doing out there, you have to adjust. You have to do something different. So what happened is a friend of ours said, how about having a car parade for her?
Yeah.
So she went, my mother, and this was a surprise for her. She was just so excited. She is living with my sister, so she came out onto the driveway and she stood there, and all these cars that were decorated and all these cars passed by the driveway, honked their horns, told her happy birthday, and even this friend of mine had called the city hall in Orange and asked the mayor to come. So the mayor of Orange came on his motorcycle and wished her happy birthday. So she just was so happy about all that. So, something that didn't happen, adjusted, did something else, and that was fun. And she was very happy about it, which was very important to all of us.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, you ready for your last question?
I'm ready.
Who is your favorite person in the Bible and why?
Okay. Like with my group of fourth graders, we always have our Bibles because that's so important. And truly, like in the New Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the absolute most important person in the whole Bible is Jesus, God coming to earth. So that always has to be number one. But other than that, the more you read the Bible, the more Peter or Jeremiah or, all this. But because this one is, I think, important for young people, and I mark up my Bible. I don't know if you can see that, but I mark up my Bible a lot. If there's something that a verse that I like or something I want to remember where it is, I write in it. And in 2 Kings chapter 22 and 23, there was a king named Josiah. He was king in Jerusalem. And Jerusalem had various kings, and they were not good kings. But Josiah, what it says in the Bible about Josiah is he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. So God saw him, and Josiah chose to worship God, to love God, and to do what God said. But the unique thing about Josiah is he was 8 years old when he became king. That is a young person who is all of a sudden a king, and he'd had a lot to learn, but he did what was right in the eyes of the Lord. And that is awesome, which, young people can follow God. They can be examples, and they can do what's right in the eyes of God. So that's one thing I pray for anybody that's watching, is that you will do, you'll worship God, you'll pray to God, you'll read your Bible, because it's got some awesome stories in there. In fact, if you want to read about Josiah, you go to 2 Kings chapter 22 and 23, because there's various stories about how Josiah worshiped God. So there we go.
That was so awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time, Miss Cindy. I I can speak for myself, and I think the fourth grade girls, we miss you so much. And it was so wonderful to get to see your face. And I can't wait for us to all get back together.
Get back together again.
Yeah. All right. Well, bye everyone for now.
Bye. Look forward to seeing you.